Hi friends, it's Auntie Cuckoo and today's the day. I'm going to talk to you guys about microblading your eyebrows. So this is something I have gotten a lot of questions about over the last couple years, and I actually got my eyebrows microbladed the summer before I even started YouTube. So that was 2016, and they've changed a lot, they've faded, and I did have one touch up last summer. I've taken pictures sort of through the progression of the healing process. So I'm just gonna share with you guys what I know, and it's not much. My eyebrows started to thin, and I actually deal with a little bit of alopecia, some hair loss due to my multiple sclerosis. And I really just wanted my eyebrows back that I had once upon a time. My sister-in-law had it done and they were phenomenal. So I would definitely recommend going to someone that you've seen the work of. I definitely let her do it first so I could see how it turned out. And I will have my artist listed down below in the description. If you are in the greater LA area, you could probably make an appointment with her. She does most of her sort of messaging on Instagram. She's a beautiful, beautiful person. Her name is Chris, and her business is called Leylah's Beauty Box, and I just found her through my sister-in-law. She's not in my area, so the two times that I have seen her to get my eyebrows done have been a long trip for me. But if you want to check her out, I'll have all her information down below. I 1000% recommend her. She is not only a very talented person, but she's just a sweetheart. So you can go to school and get the certificate saying that you are able to microblade. But I think there's more to it, and Chris has that. There's an artistic eye that you just can't teach, and she definitely has it. She spent hours with me, because where the textbooks told her my eyebrows should be, we both agreed they should not. So I will have all her stuff listed down below if you're interested and in my area. This is not sponsored. I just love her that much. So I did start to kind of thin my eyebrows the older I got, and then dealing with multiple sclerosis and seeing the fabulous job that she did on my sister-in-law convinced me to give it a try. Now, I have a little bit to tell you about my process of going through it, and then I'm gonna scroll through some pictures for you guys to check out kind of what it looked like on me. Warning, no makeup. So it is a two-step process. Your initial visit is getting the shape and color right, and it's less invasive than a tattoo. It is going through less layers of skin, but there is a little blade involved, and that is sort of what I tell everyone who's interested in having it done, because that was something I wasn't prepared for. I'm very sensitive to sound, and you can sort of hear the scratching of the tool. Sorry if that bothers any of you, just the thought of it, because your ears are so close to your eyebrows. But they numb you sufficiently just with a gel. I didn't feel anything, didn't have any pain, and initially it looks really, really dark. Do not freak out. They completely change over at least the first 2 weeks and then thereafter. So for Chris, what she does is she has a special ointment that she sends you home with that you want to apply to keep them from itching. So the new thought process is that you actually keep them as dry as possible so that you can retain your color. When I first had them done, you wanted to keep them as moist as possible. So it's sort of morphing and changing and maturing as sort of the process has gotten out there and people have had it done and they've seen the results. So what you do is you go home with this ointment, you wash with a antimicrobial or antibacterial soap, and you just take it easy. No sun, no makeup, and they do sort of peel and flake away as that skin heals, and then you go back, I think it's around 6 weeks, and they fill in with some more color. And trust me, by then you'll be ready for some more color, because as soon as I had mine done, I was shocked at how dark they turned out, and then they faded, and I was like, no, I want that color back. So I think they save you a lot of time putting on your makeup, and especially if you're a busy mom like me and you're in and out of the door without makeup on. So it's just nice to have eyebrows, and it can be fairly expensive, but I always say you get what you pay for, and definitely go to an artist that you've either seen their work or you know the reputation. I wouldn't just go on Groupon and find just anyone, just me. So that was the process. I had my initial visit, and then I went back for sort of my follow-up, and I really should have gone in at the 1 year point, but I was very busy that summer, so I just made it in this last summer for a touch-up, and that is minimally invasive, a lot easier once you've had them done. And now I'm kind of looking into something that I forget the name of it. I'll flash it across the screen, but it's basically where you get more color in your eyebrows, and so I may be headed in for that next. But I'm going to show you guys a bunch of pictures and just kind of tell you about my healing process. It's not painful, it is itchy, and I think once you've had it done, you're never going to want to be without it. So here is my before and after, up top right before she got started, and at the bottom after the procedure. This is what you look like when you're all marked up with your landmarks prior to the procedure. And here's a good look at the brush strokes and what it looks like close up. That was done 24 hours after the procedure. Here I am 2 days following the procedure. I just took a couple pictures to share with my sister-in-law so she could see. This was way before YouTube, and these were just for my personal record, so they're not the best or close up. But here's a better picture. This was 1 week out. We had gone on a family vacation, and so I was just wearing my shades to protect them. And as you can see, they did start to fade. And here is me after my 6-week touch-up. So this is what the final product looked like. Then fast forward 2 years without a touch-up. This is me with some foundation on, and you can see that I did at that point start to darken them in with an eyebrow pencil and powder. So at that point I decided to head back in for a touch-up. This was last summer, immediately following the procedure. It's definitely something that takes a little upkeep, but I think it's worth it. So that's my story about my eyebrows and microblading them. I definitely want to look into getting them, I think it's powdered. In the future, I definitely have grown accustomed to having them there. And I will tell you that from experience, putting on foundation definitely lightens them on days when I put on a full face of makeup. It's just like if you were to get foundation in your hairline, it changes the color. So I do go in on days that I wear a full face of makeup with a little bit of eyebrow powder. Nothing amazing, just like Maybelline eyebrow powder, just to get the color back because I've put foundation on. So that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my microblading experience. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back very soon.